War gut zu wissen, dass die Höhle sich zumindest ein wenig erweitert hat. Auch wenn wir immer noch nicht rauskommen. Noch nicht.
Achte auf die Zeit.
Keine Sorge.
As expected,
Wenn
something
du
strange
wieder
is
sagst,
going
mit dem
on here.
Gespräch abbrechen geht nicht. Doch, das geht.
Du musst auch nicht mitten ins Gespräch reinreden. Ich habe die Uhrzeit im Blick.
Oh, traveler?
Yelan?
You're both here. Great. I want to talk to you.
Da greifen wir uns wieder an die Brust. Dann unterhalten wir uns zusammen. Lasst uns die Informationen zusammenstellen. Tauscht eine Gesamtinformation mit Yelan und Yanfei aus.
I also felt that the space was targeting us, but Yanfei managed to exploit its weakness. Leave it to Yanfei to find a loophole.
Based on what just happened, we can now confirm our suspicions that space and time function chaotically here. In addition, we must stay vigilant to avoid the traps set for us by this place.
Am Ende ist der Ort ein lebendiges Wesen, so wie bei der Einfolge von Voyager, nicht wahr?
Weiter.
Now that we've found the Conqueror of Demons, the next thing we need to do is find a way out.
I went back to the domain again just now. Although I couldn't find a new route, it wasn't a completely fruitless trip. My clan has practiced magic for generations, and has created some catalysts that only we know how to use.
Dass du magisch bist, hätte ich mir schon anhand deiner Pupillen schon denken können, nicht wahr?
I recognized something like one of those catalysts in the domain. Unfortunately, it disappeared as soon as I approached it.
War es eine Illusion?
I think so, but it's hard to distinguish between reality and illusion here. I can't be sure. Also, I am the only one out of all of us who could know what it would look like. To me, that confirms that this place really is reading our minds.
Minds, Herzen, wo ist der Unterschied?
Just like with that door. It's like it's alive and testing us.
Hab ich doch gesagt.
By reading our minds and showing us what we want, it creates the reality that we want to be true. Everything it does is either to get us to lower our guard or to wear us down. If that's the case, it can only have one goal: to trap us here until we die. What else could it be?
We should prepare for the worst, but we mustn't give up.
Nun gut.
I've always known there were secrets hidden in the chasm, but even the Qixing have never heard about anything like this.
Yelan, when we first ran into you, you said you had something to do. What were you referring to?
Ja, das interessiert mich auch.
I was looking for the truth behind the monster invasion from Conria.
Kanria. Aha.
Please keep everything I'm about to say to yourselves. No one else can know. Otherwise...
Muss ich euch alle umbringen.
We got it.
Aber ist ja egal, wir sterben ja hier, wenn wir hier nicht rauskommen.
Genau, Schmatze.
500 years ago, a wave of dark beasts from Conria attacked the 7 nations of Tevat. Naturally, Liyue was also affected. Under Rex Lapis's command, the Millelith fought hard to hold the front line near the chasm. But these were vicious beasts, and this was the most desperate battle Liyue had ever faced. At a critical moment, someone distracted the monsters and led them away. Just when all hope seemed lost, the tide turned. The Liyue army eventually won the war, but there were many who never returned. 2 of my ancestors took part in that war, and the one who made it back went insane. Everything about it was strange. The current generation of Qixing knows very little about these events, and very few came back from the chasm alive. Finding out the truth has been a waiting game. The day the chasm was unsealed, I put in a request to be transferred here, so I could finally learn the truth of what happened back then. But this place we've ended up in, and the possibilities we're facing, it's all far more terrifying than I'd imagined. We can't give up. Right now, our #1 priority has to be getting out of here alive.
Die große Kluft Kanria. Was geschah vor 500 Jahren? Was hat Xiao in den Raum gesehen? Gegen wen kämpfte er? Und warum? Warum fällt mir nichts weiter ein? Können wir es wirklich schaffen, sicher hier rauszukommen? Das sollten wir eigentlich.
Wieso sind Lumins Brüste als Abyss-Schwester gewachsen?
Das ist eine sehr wichtige Frage. Aber die sollten wir lieber in der nächsten Folge dann beantworten, Eike, was?
Okay.
Genau. Also wieder mit jenen reden. Okay. Konnten wir noch Xiao mit dazu. Okay, Leute, dann sehen wir uns dann in der nächsten Folge hier. Also, bis dann. Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück zu GENSHIN IMPACT. Und wir sind immer auch in dieser Kluft gefangen. Oder wie gesagt, unter der Kluft mit allen anderen hier. Und wir werden jetzt mal rausfinden, was die anderen noch zu sagen haben zu dieser Vermutung, die Yelan und Yanfei aufgestellt haben.
Are you all right? You've suddenly gone quiet. It's not like you at all.
Shh, we'll talk later. I'm just processing all the existing clues we have. Maybe the key to our escape is hidden in some detail I've overlooked. I have to go over everything again.
All right, well...
Oh, don't worry. I won't write down anything that you told us about.
No, I meant if you're going to analyze the facts, count me...
Was hat Yanfei, wohl im Gedächtnis? Denkt sie sich wohl, was denkt sie sich gerade?
Are you all right?
Shh, we'll talk later.
Das hatten wir auch schon.
I'm
Ich wollte auch
just
mit
processing all the... Maybe the key to our...
Yelan reden.
Oh, don't worry.
No, I meant...
So, okay. Das muss ich jetzt gerade mal rausschneiden. Ich habe jetzt nicht gewusst, dass man jedes Mal, wenn sie anredet, dasselbe sagen. So, was sagen denn die anderen beiden? Wer weiß. Vielleicht müssen wir das Ganze hier nur lösen. Ach, übrigens, wir nehmen diese Folge jetzt übrigens, ich habe es doppelt übrigens gesagt, mal ohne Eike auf. Mal sehen, ob ich das mal schaffe. Oh, wie ungewohnt.
You don't look well. I guess things still haven't improved.
Natürlich können wir uns nicht erholen. Wir werden ja auch nicht wach. Quatsch, wir werden nicht wach. Wir werden ja auch nicht müde hier unten. Zumindest noch nicht.
It's okay. You don't have to go into all the details. Sometimes I really envy the boss.
Apropos Boss. Und Yanfei. Paimon ist immer noch betäubt. Beziehungsweise träumt von Stinkelinien. Xiao schloss fest seine Augen, gab keinen Ton von sich, wodurch die anderen ihn nicht stören wollten. Okay, das Gespräch war sehr einseitig. Sehen, vielleicht hat Ito ja noch eine Idee.
Hey, Ushi. Looks like our little lavender melon has fallen asleep, huh? Do you think she's dreaming? Man, she looks wiped out. It's kind of hard to see her like this. I mean, most of the time she never shuts up. Aw, poor thing. Man, that little dude looks done in too. I'm kind of worried about him. Oh, I sleep like this when I'm in jail? Good one. I do slumber like a king. Traveler, when did you get here?
Ich stehe hier nur die ganze Zeit.
Wait, where are we?
Wir sind immer noch im Untergrund. Ja, leider. Paimon, fühlst du dich besser?
Yep, way better. Paimon just got a little fright because she's never seen a crazy place like this before. Who would have thought the best guide in all of Teyvat could end up so out of their depth?
Müdigkeit, Angst, beides ist normal. Ich werde immer bei Paimon bleiben.
Yeah. So anyway, Paimon just had the weirdest dream. There were cattle mooing constantly.
Woher kommt das wohl? Ich komme nicht drauf. Ah ja, deswegen.
Yeah, just like that. Aw, Ushi, were you looking after Paimon?
Genau deswegen gehen die Folgen ziemlich lange.
Traveler, it looks like the Conqueror of Demons is awake.
Es wird ja wohl anscheinend so sein, ne? Das wird ja nicht die Augen aufmachen. Wie fühlt ihr euch?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Zumindest verlierst du keine Partikel mehr oder was auch immer aus dir rauskommt. Und jetzt müsste Xiao sagen...
Karma I carry is dangerous to humans. Keep your distance.
Genau. Jetzt hätte Xiao sagen müssen, ich sehe eine tanzende Kuh.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Even so.
What happened while Paimon was sleeping? How did Xiao get here?
Also es könnte ein bisschen länger dauern, das zu erklären.
With a little help, I was able to find my way here.
Dank Yanfeis Intelligenz. Genau.
Conqueror of Demons, could you tell us what happened before you joined us?
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone, but when I found them, they weren't anything like how I expected.
Von wem redet er wohl jetzt gerade?
Madame Ping says that you usually base yourself at Wangshuin to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone yourself. Are they an Adeptus?
I'm looking for a Yaksha called Bosacius.
Dieser Name kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor. Kommt er uns das?
Bosacius? Is that one of the 5 Yakshas? Like you? I thought that you were the only one left. Aren't the other 4... gone from the world?
Ah, so kann man es natürlich auch umschreiben. Aber besser als, ihr wisst ja, Naruto-Zensur. Ist sie? Wurden sie entführt?
You could say that. But Bosacius's body is the only one that was never found. Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time, and we become tainted by karma. Over time, it inevitably drives us to madness. The last time I saw Bosacius, it was the day he lost his mind.
Könnte jemand in die Kommentare mal schreiben, wie das Konzept von Karma ist? Weil ich meine doch, dass es doch eigentlich eher so gedacht ist, dass Karma einen nur in den nächsten Leben betrifft. Also, wenn man sich schlecht verhandelt hat. Nicht wahr? Ne? Nicht immer Leute sagen, Instant Karma. Hoffentlich trifft ihn das Karma. Nein, Leute, das geht erst im nächsten Leben. Da wird er dann als Plattwurm oder... Nee, als was weiß ich, schlecht verhält, als Bandwurm wiedergeboren oder sowas in der Art. Das betrifft nicht in der rechten Welt. Aber vielleicht ist das hier in Genshin ja anders.
He left. No one knew where he went, and I never heard from him again. But Bosacius was the eldest of us. He once told us, as Yakshas we will experience countless wars. Whether we live or die, we must promise to take care of each other, and know each other's fate to the very end.
Did he forget his promise because he lost his sanity?
It's possible, but I did not. I am the sole survivor, so it is my duty to find out the fates of the others.
What made you come to the chasm? Did you hear something about Bosacius being here?
Ich habe jetzt so eine Vermutung, woran das hier liegen könnte, dass wir hier gefangen sind.
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm?
Ich habe davon gehört.
That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave Yaksha was seen putting up a heroic fight, but no one knew the Yaksha's name.
But there were many more than 5 Yakshas in total, so there's no guarantee it was Bosacius.
Wow. But you must think it was probably him if you came here to investigate, right?
I am by no means certain, and I didn't have any other clues except for this one. But Bosacius was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the nameless Yaksha couldn't be him.
Also gab es einen 6. Habt ihr Bosacius gefunden? Also wie mag er das öfter zu sagen, oder?
Wait, so it was Bosacius you were fighting with? Did he injure you?
Yes.
No way!
The invasion of monsters from Conria, the battle in the chasm, and Yelan's ancestor. I have a feeling that somehow these are all connected.
Es wäre sehr unwahrscheinlich, wenn es nicht so wäre.
Life is full of coincidences, but this is too much of a coincidence. Could this all be related to the fantastic compass mentioned in the will, too?
Ah ja, da war ja noch was.
What will?
Oh, right. I came here because of a will. Maybe it's not something you've come across much before, but both mortals and adepti sometimes write out their final wishes so somebody else will carry them out after they've passed. It's known as a last will and testament.
And this can be done at any time?
Whoa, whoa! You wanna write a will? Now?
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place used your desire to find me to create a trap that you would willingly walk into. Pure deception is easy to spot, but the truth laced with lies can be a fatal combination. What you heard were really things that I said. It made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication was the bait. If we hadn't managed to get in touch through the spatial rift, we may well have lost someone by now. Rather than murdering in cold blood, this space seems more intent on consuming souls.
How is this even possible?
Our opponent is very clever. It is not safe to stay here.
Ja, es gibt da nur ein kleines Problem. Wir kommen hier nicht raus.
Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do or not, I must find a way to get you out safely.